All right, guys, we're going to talk about why we chose to invest and to live in the Dominican Republic over a few other places. Let's go. All right, so we're going to talk today about why we chose to move to the Dominican Republic outside of some other tropical locations. Yeah, so we're going to talk about some of the other places that we were interested in and try to do a little comparison and just the pros and cons and why we chose the DR. All right, the first one, let's start off with, in no particular order, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's got a great climate. It's a beautiful place from what I hear. I've never been, but it says beautiful and everything. But yeah, so beautiful place. It's a U.S. territory, so you don't need a passport, easy to get to. So yeah, that was high on the list. But recently, in the last 10 years or so, there have been some major hurricanes that hit it like head on, like category 5, 4 and 5, and just, man, it put a major dent to that whole country from what I'm understanding. I've never been there, but from what I've seen on TV, family members that were there during the hurricanes, it's been brutal. So and they're still trying to recover from a few years ago, even this year. And so being part of the U.S. is great. No passport, all that good stuff, man. And so yeah, so hurricanes, the price for the housing out there, it's a little bit higher than the DR, but it's not bad. Able to find a decent place, not too far from the beach, at a decent price compared to the U.S. And I don't know about the rural outskirts, but I've seen some pictures where, you know, some of the buildings were abandoned and wasn't in good shape. You know how it is in the country. It's just, so I don't know. I don't know how it is out there as far as riding around outside the popular areas when you get more rural. I'm sure there's a lot of poverty and things of that nature, which it seems to be in all the Caribbean countries, you know. So that's Puerto Rico. Did I miss anything there? Let's talk about the Bahamas. The Bahamas was really high on my list. I really like the Bahamas. Absolutely. I've never been, but it seems like the beaches and the water's absolutely beautiful. You know, it looks absolutely amazing. The climate, just like all these places I'm talking about, will have, well, most of them will have a perfect climate throughout the whole year. Warm, it's how I like it. Hot and ready, but beautiful. It's so close to the U.S. and to Miami and Florida, you can almost throw a rock and hit it. So the proximity to the U.S., you want to get back to see family, and an absolutely picturesque setting of it, absolutely beautiful. Then the Bahamas, going to an English-speaking country, makes it easier for you. And yeah, like I said, beauty, climate, English, you know, the proximity to the U.S., perfecto. But the other side, they get hit with a lot of hurricanes too. They've been hit over the past 5 years pretty hard with some major hurricanes. Whew. A little warm out here, but they've been hit pretty hard with some major hurricanes. They don't have any mountains. I don't think I've seen any mountains out there in the Bahamas. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that, but it seems like there's no mountains, kind of flat area, a little smaller in size, islands. Yeah, just beautiful. And the price for the houses out there, to get a nice house, you're gonna pay about double what you pay in the DR. So yeah, it's a little bit more on the pricey side, but I mean, if you got it and, you know, you don't mind hurricanes and mountains, you want that beauty or a vacation home or something like that, Bahamas seems like, yeah. Let's move on. Curacao, place that we visited last year. Curacao, that's near Aruba, part of the ABC Islands. That's Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao, down near South America, Venezuela area, right off the coast of Venezuela. Absolutely beautiful little island, beautiful people. Most of the people there, well, a lot of the people there speak 4 languages, so whatever you want to talk, they got you covered. So it's very, we were very amazed at that. But yeah, so Carousel, beautiful place, beautiful beaches, calm waters, crystal clear waters. A lot of the shores are a little rocky because of the stones, so it's not a most of the beaches, it's kind of hard to walk on, to be honest with you, because they got a lot of stone and stuff. But with the stone comes crystal clear water, beautiful. They got mountains, beautiful mountains, not a whole lot, but beautiful mountains. The downside is small. It's a small island. You can travel the whole island probably in 2 hours and get back to where you started from a big loop. So it's a small island. I feel like I would be cooped up on that island, get kind of but small island. And the houses are a little bit, they're about more expensive than the DR, maybe not quite double the prices, but they still got some good deals there, as far as to live in that type of environment, to live in that climate. And they don't get hit with any hurricanes. They do not get hit with any hurricanes there. So it's a beautiful place. It's not a long flight, and get to it depends on where you're at, within 5 hours, or a straight flight from Miami, 3-4 hours, something like that. They do have some rural areas and poor areas when you get outside the city, or when you get off the airplane going to your hotel or whatever, condo. You'll see as soon as you leave, they've got poverty and people living in tin roof houses. So like I said, and it seems like the Caribbean, all these places got that on the rural, so it is what it is. So that's Carousel. And the food there some of the food was okay, but some of it was kind of so-so. So I'm not too big on the food, but we did find some good places to eat that were actually good, but a lot of them were kind of so-so. So they're not a real big negative there, because some of it was good. If you like this video, click the like button. Click the subscribe button, notification button. That way we got some upcoming videos why we chose this particular location in the DR, what we like and what we don't like, all these other things and different tours that's around here, real estate, condos. We'll be showing prices and taking you on tours, like you see the neighborhood. So click that like button, subscribe button, and definitely click the notification button. That way you'll get notified. Hey, and comment. I was saying for you something on me, but comment. If you got a question, submit your question. Let's move on to Hawaii. Beautiful waters, beautiful people, beautiful city. Waikiki is a major city, tall buildings, Diamond Head, all the mountains. It's amazing. It's just beautiful. And it's a smaller island as far as that particular one, so you can get around the whole thing in about 3 hours. So it's not a huge island, so that's one con there. But we did find some places with some very good food, very good scenery. It's just beautiful. But it is a long flight to get there, from California is not too bad. I think about 10 hours, something like that. But you're on the East Coast, it's going to be about 16 hours, somewhere around there, give or take. So it is a long flight, so you have to prepare for the flight. The flight's going to cost it's going to be a little bit more expensive than going a lot of other places. So it's a little bit more expensive on the flight. The houses are, of course, expensive. You get a nice condo, nice house close to the beach, or within 10 minutes of driving to the beach. It's going to cost you about triple what it costs, triple or quadruple from the DR. So it's going to cost you some money, but it's absolutely beautiful. People are lovely, man, family oriented. It's beautiful. But there's a lot of homeless there in that particular island there. Maybe in other islands, I don't know, but in Oahu, Honolulu, Waikiki, there's a lot of homeless people out there, It's unfortunate though, but there is a lot of homeless. So I remember one night I was just walking and there's somebody just like sleeping on the sidewalk. You either trip over them, you don't see them, or you got to go around them. I mean, it's I don't know, it's just mind blowing to me. But beautiful place. Really never really considered Hawaii because I knew this out of budget, but just to go and look and see that, hey, there's no perfect place. There's no perfect paradise on this earth. So every place got its pros and cons. No place is perfect, all that good stuff. And let's talk about the U.S. We thought about I was looking to trying to find places in, I'm from Alabama, so around Gulf Shores, Panama City, Pensacola, Destin, all these places right here. Beautiful beaches, nice long beaches, nice sand, not rocky. The water can be a little rough down there for swimming and all that stuff. It can beat you down, but it's beautiful. Some areas are more pretty than others. Destin, Panama City got some pretty water. Even Miami's got beautiful water, but Miami's very expensive to find a nice place by the water. Even in Panama City and all these places, you're gonna have to pay, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars to find a nice condo with a ocean view. So then you know, you have a lot of tourists, a lot of traffic, a lot of party goers, all these things, and the beaches are a little bit more crowded to my taste. I kind of like more quiet beaches, more serene, you know, peace of mind. But I love going down there. I've been going down there since I was a kid, and I still will go down there. But, you know, it's in the U.S., so you drive, see your family, you're not far away. Food's good down there, you know. So it's got some pros to it, and it's got some cons on it. Price, the waters, you can't go too far out in the water, you get kind of deep. If you go like 50 feet, something like that, it's going to be a little deep. It's in the U.S., so, you know, it's got pros and its cons there. So, I love the U.S. And, yeah, the water's not really crystal clear, see-through, and some of the places are, but some of the places that it's not really crystal clear, see-through, you know. So, yeah, I like the crystal clear, see-through water. I love it. All right, so last but not least, we're gonna move to the DR. Beautiful, beautiful place, beautiful beaches. But I've been to about 5-6 places, driving 5-6 hours, and I've seen the North Coast and the Punta Cana and all these other places. I still got a lot of places to visit, but it's beautiful. They got some mountains, tall mountains, big mountains. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Plenty of beaches. Houses you can get a great deal on a house. I mean, right now, and remember, you know, you have to make sure that you're looking at this video and what date it is, what year. You know, we look at it if it's 10 years old, talking about the prices are crazy now. I'm talking about right now, you can get a great deal on a beautiful condo, walking distance to the ocean, or even ocean view. I mean, what I'm talking about, even on the ocean, even on it, you can get an amazing deal. On the ocean front, no roads in front, no traffic, balcony with a view, see the water, hear the water, go to sleep with it. Same property that, say, in Panama City and Pensacola. This is a brand new build now. This is a brand new build, would be hundreds of thousands of dollars. Beautiful. Maybe on the next video, I'll tell you the price on that one. You can get an amazing deal down here on the property. The flight here, easy, easy, easy. Total BN, it's all good. Yeah, easy flight. They do speak Spanish here, so if you don't speak Spanish, that's going to be a little issue with, you know, with trying to live here. I plan on learning more Spanish. I've been studying for a few years, but I'm going to increase my Espanol, mi amigos. So the traffic here and the driving it's hard to explain. It's just if I say the traffic and the driving skills were bad, that would be an understatement. You know, it's like Mad Max sometimes. It's like all hell broke loose. So you have to be, if you're driving over here, you have to be very, very, very careful, you know. And they do have, there's a lot of poverty on this country. It's a Caribbean island. There's a lot of poverty and like houses kind of like Carousel that you maybe have a tin roof on them and stuff like that, and rural villages. Yeah, so there is some poverty and things of that nature, which is, I'm sure it's like just about on every island in the Caribbean like that. So yeah, that is something you just have to be aware of, you know. And the food here so far, it's been a struggle trying to find some good food. Now I have found some. Now don't get me wrong, I have found some spots that I just hit up, or it's like a hole in the wall. I'll see a line of people standing somewhere, And I found some places with some great chicken, man, rice and beans, man. So, but a lot of some of these restaurants that, whew, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. So the food's so. But once I find out the places to go, which ones I like, which ones are not good, you know, we'll be okay. You know, how to cook your own meals at home. So, you know, not like you're going to eat out every day. So that's pretty much it. That's some of the reasons why we chose the Dominican Republic. And so we just wanted to give you a rundown, a kind of a compare list of some of the other islands and some of the things that we looked into there. Hey, like, subscribe, share, notify, all that good stuff, man. And watch out for coconuts. Peace. Oh, and I forgot, the health care is very good, very affordable. You have to know where to go because they have prices all over the map. So I've looked in places where hundreds of dollars a month for 2 people, and I've found other places that were more affordable, a lot cheaper. They had high reviews, so the health care was a big factor, especially for my wife. But the health care insurance and the actual health care facilities around here are pretty good. Peace.